What up, Dokkaners? Breaking news, Meta Cooler is going to be coming to part 2, and check out the news we've got here. Okay, so let's just start from the top. I think I accidentally pushed one of them. Yeah. So we've got 10 billion power warriors. This is the story event for the Meta Cooler. This story event has now been announced to return with new missions. So I'm assuming those missions are obviously going to have to do with awakening the TUR or getting the TURs of the various Meta Cooler units and other things like that. In addition, the drop rate for Meta Cooler in stage 4 and the number of awakening medals obtainable in stage 5 will be increased, making it easier to recruit Meta Cooler. There was always an issue with the way in which your Meta Cooler army medals were obtained. It was like one at a time. It was very inconvenient. So they fixed that. So that's going to be starting the preparation on Wednesday the 7th. And then we've got the new stages of the original story event. Now, this story event, if you're confused, this is the same one that we already have. Fight Battle for the Strongest in the Universe. This is basically a facelift to the one that we already have. Fight Battle for the Strongest in the Universe. Dokkan Assets was nice enough to point that out. It's the same thing. So they've basically gone away from this and they're switching over to this. But it makes sense, right? Because we are transitioning into the saga where Cooler returns and faces off against the Saiyan. So that is why it may look familiar to you. So in this one, we are getting the TURs. Dude, I'm so happy. We are finally getting the TURs for every member of the Meta Cooler army. They're all the same guy, basically, but they're just given different types, except for the lead. The lead is, I mean, I guess like Meta Cooler Prime. I don't know. And then you've got the rest of the units in the Meta Cooler army. So they're each getting different poses, which is good. I can't wait to see what they do, man. I'm so excited. I'm more excited about this than what I'm about to tell you after this, because there's even more hype. The event Battle for the Strongest will be temporarily unavailable during the following period, starting from the 7th Wednesday. Okay, so preparation. We also have Red Zone. Did I see that right? Red Zone. We are getting Red Zone for stage 3 and 4. So this will obviously be King Cold and Meta Cooler. Okay. Actually, wait, you know what? If King Cold is there, I'm pretty sure that's Mecha Frieza. So, you know, a lot of us called this, not in the order that we're getting it. I was kind of thinking it would end up the opposite, where like Final Form Frieza and Cooler would be at the end. But whatever, we started off with Frieza Cooler. Now we're going to be entering the meta stage, where it's going to be Meta Cooler and King Cold, who I'm assuming is a precursor to Mecha Frieza. So that will also be during this preparation period of the 7th. So you won't be able to... Does that mean you can't access Red Zone at all? The Wicked Bloodline will be temporarily unavailable. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. So Red Zone for Wicked Bloodline will apparently be unavailable. Whatever. And then we also have a maintenance announcement for the 13th of September. So this is obviously for the incoming banner. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's going to be happening a week from now. Now let's head over to Twitter, because we've got a whole bunch of more juicy details courtesy of JP Dokkan. So let's take a look here. By the way, shout out to Proton. Back in April, we received this asset update for the Meta Cooler stuff. So like I said, they like to plant these seeds well in advance. And this was done back in April. I don't think anybody really talked about it back then. But now let's take a look of 3 major EZAs that are coming during part 2. We've got the AoE STR Piccolo. We've got the Stunning Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta. And we've got AGL Meta Cooler. The Dokkan Festival EZA is going to be Meta Cooler. I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering, where is STR Cooler? At the moment, we don't have any more details regarding that possible EZA. I don't think it's going to happen, but whatever. Let's just relish in this moment. So, STR Piccolo. Let's take a look at his leader skill. It's going to be 35% per STR key sphere that you pick up. He is a nuke lead. Now for his super attack, raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to all enemies with a medium chance to stun. And then for the passive, attack and defense plus 200%. Randomly changes a type key sphere other than STR into STR. Gains an additional attack and defense plus 20 per key sphere obtained. Key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 50% and plus 20% chance to perform a critical hit when facing 1 enemy. Gains key plus 6 and performs a critical hit once when fighting 2 or more enemies. So this guy's main function is to attack everybody, and he does so in a very nice job. The only question is, how much use are you going to get with him in terms of his categories? Because I'm thinking of Super Battle Road. Let me actually pull it up. Let's pull up the Dokkan Wiki here, because I want to compare this to what his original build was. I don't remember what his original build was. So let's go to Movie Heroes. Let's get Movie Heroes out here, and let's get Movie Bosses. So Movie Heroes and Movie... Where is it? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Corroded Body and Mind. That works too. So let's find that AGL Meta Cooler. This guy. Okay, so now for Movie Heroes, let's get the Piccolo out here, and let's get the Tech Vegeta. All right, let's take a look here. So for Piccolo's passive, attack and defense plus 100, ki plus 6. I never use this guy, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30 when facing 2 or more enemies. So nice big boost there in terms of what he can do. Wow, very nice. So give me a rating for this guy. Let me know in the comments, how would you rate this Piccolo's EZA? Looks pretty good. So I am excited. This is what it used to be, 33%. So this is our our third nuking lead. So anyway, let's move on now to the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta. So this guy, let's pull up his details. His original look was, he's also a nuke lead, I forgot. 33%, so that's obviously gonna go up to 35. He's a high chance to stun, and he doesn't really do much in the defense department. He gains extra attack when in certain situations. So I'm really hoping he gets a nice beefy stat boost here. So let's pull up the info. For the super attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a high chance to stun. Makes sense. Another one, attack and defense plus 200% and 20% chance to perform a critical hit. Okay, build very nice. Gains an additional attack and defense plus 50%. Chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% if there's another movie heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. Let's go. Which means all of your effort can be all of your emphasis can be put on additionals or dodge. Gains ki plus 2 attack and defense plus 50 and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 30%. If HP is what? Wait. Gain ki plus 2 attack and defense plus 50% and chance to perform a critical hit plus 30% if HP is 80% or below. Ki plus 2 attack plus 50 and chance to perform a critical hit plus 30% if 50% or below. Very good. Very good. See, this is what I was hoping the Frieza would get a little bit. See this? See how he gains some ki and some stats? Defense as well. Why couldn't they have given this to the LR full power Frieza? Okay, so let me know in the comments, how would you rate this unit's EZA? Both of them have received substantial boosts. They're going to be a whole lot more. These guys are basically Super Battle Road Kings. That's what these two units have basically become. Unfortunately, with the Piccolo, you can't run him alongside the other Piccolo, the new STR Piccolo that we just got. So you're going to have to make a judgment call there in terms of I guess same name update and everything. So you could have 1 Piccolo per rotation if you're running movie heroes. This is actually pretty cool. So I like them. Let me know in the comments, how would you rate these two EZAs? And now let's move on to the big boy, the Agl Meta Cooler. This guy's weakness was always defense. He gains extra attack when he receives damage. He also can heal a little bit when he transforms into giant form. He also has, I believe, no, he doesn't have any healing properties, but he can do, just regular damage. He was never really useful other than having the big bad boss's link. He would do some serviceable damage, and he was a nice 170% lead for Wicked Bloodline. So let's see what they've done to this guy now. We'll start with the super attack. So for, actually, we'll start with leader skill. Ki plus 4, 170% for Wicked Bloodline. That's true. I forgot about that because he was already a 170% lead. Man, you would have thought they would maybe move up to 180%. But since he's a Dokkan Festival TOR, I suppose they didn't want to step on the toes of the LRs. So we're getting a ki plus 3 or ki plus 4, 170% for Wicked Bloodline. Very nice. Extreme AGL, 120%. Okay. Then for the super attack, raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and lowers attack and defense. So what did he used to do? So they just gave him a stat bonus at the beginning. Okay. We'll save that for later. And then for the passive, ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 150. What did he used to do? He didn't even have any ki. Yikes. Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 150. Gains an additional attack and defense plus 20 with each attack received up to 100. Very good. Gains an additional ki plus 1 and chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% when there's a super class enemy. Okay. Gains an additional ki plus 1 and chance to perform a critical hit plus 20% when there's a pure Saiyans category enemy. Very nice. Recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. Core appears when the conditions are met. I'm assuming the conditions being... Actually, you know what? The conditions haven't changed as of yet. Because back when we were given the announced EZA for the transforming Namek Goku, we assumed the transformation conditions didn't change, but it just wasn't listed. So we have to wait and see what it actually does, because I believe in the details, they don't show that. Yeah, they don't show that here. So what's available is what he's translating. So we'll have to wait and see if the transformation condition is going to be adjusted. Let me see what it originally was. 50%. I don't think that's going to change. It's just the typical giant form thing. Plus, you don't really want the transformation. So I don't think that's that big of a deal. But when he does transform, his passive now becomes ki plus 2. He didn't have one before. Okay. Massively raises attack temporarily and causes destructive damage. So he'll just be doing more damage when he goes to the giant form. Okay. So very nice. Everybody got what they needed. Everybody got defense. Everybody got critical hit. Everybody got the propensity to hit harder, which is what I like. Now, in terms of their stats, how they're going to fit with the various teams that we're going to be getting, we'll have to wait and see. But overall, I'm feeling very good about these 3 EZAs. I think on paper they look fantastic. Let me see real quick. What categories are we have? Worthy Warriors, Most Revolution. What about for Piccolo? Piccolo's always had some weird. Yeah. Okay. So he doesn't have too many categories. Any excuse I can to bring Namekians I want to, but his categories are not as nice as Vegeta. But still, I like all of these. So let me know in the comments what you think about these 3 EZAs. Let me know what you guys think about the news that we are getting new Wicked Bloodline Red Zone stages, new Meta Cooler stuff. I mean, were we surprised? Meta Cooler, I think he's coming. What do you think? Oh, I hope these guys are so good. These guys have to be good. Let me just pull them up real quick. It's been so long since I've run them. It's been so long since I've run these units. Meta Cooler. This guy, Wicked Bloodline, 30%. So this will obviously go up to a key plus 377%. I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do is they're gonna give him a key plus 350% stat line, and then during part 3, they're gonna give all of the EZAs to the various free-to-play units that we've been getting throughout, which is exactly what I called, which makes sense, right? This sort of functions as the Ginyu Force or the Team Bardock squad. And then you've got like the Gohan, you've got the primary Meta Cooler. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to be counted here. But any other free-to-play units we receive, they'll probably all receive EZA. Oh yeah, and then of course the Tech Final Form Cooler. They'll all receive EZAs during part 3. I think that's how this is going to play out. But for part 2, we are now starting to get the details, the info. Wait till we find out what the new LRs are going to be. Oh, it's going to be good. These guys are all named Meta Cooler with different names except for the main lead. And the AGL Dokkanfest is also just named Meta Cooler. So I'm really hoping that they will give him a different name, maybe perhaps Meta Cooler / Meta Cooler Army for some sort of an exchange mechanic. I think that would actually be pretty cool. If you have a Meta Cooler that when you take certain damage, which just like happens in the movie, you take certain damage, you then exchange into a whole army backing you up. I think that would be great. That would allow you to not only run this guy, all the free-to-plays, but you could also run the Meta Cooler Army, because let's not forget, that unit has an EZA on JP. So it could be that maybe perhaps Global gets this during part 2. I don't know. But if they do, that would be a whole nother reason to have more Meta Cooler names, more Meta Cooler variations. Oh my gosh, I need to calm down. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about all of this news? Out of the 3 EZAs, which ones are you personally most excited for? Which one do you think is objectively the best? Do you have any issues with these EZAs? What are you most anticipating for part 2? And those red zone stages, who's coming up next? Meta Cooler and Mecha Frieza, or Meta Cooler and King Cold? Talk to me in the comments down below, people. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan out of the future and click the notification bell so that you'll know you want to see more of my stuff doing. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.